See if it will be Donkey Kong or Steve who will take this bracket. Joykong's got a mountain to climb, but if there's anyone who's got the opposable thumbs for the job, it is Donkey Kong.
Certainly, but hey, when Mazebeans is from the Northern Highlands of Scotland, he can put up a great mountain, a great show for us all, for Joykong to climb even. This is going to be a wonderful Grand Finals, and this is a Grand Finals for the history books for Cumbria and esports as a whole here. It's going to be wonderful, Joe.
Let's see what goes down as we finish things off here. We are looking and we're seeing DK just get ding-donged around at this moment after that initial establishing of his advantage. But there we go, tale as old as time, grabbing the axe and swinging it, wanting to cut down the DK, but DK clapping straight back.
DK, Donkey fucking Kong, is taking these stocks, taking names at this event. Not just DK, Joykong specifically. Ridiculous. And we're seeing more of the classic Mazebeans pressure, Mazebeans ladders. He likes going up. Like I said, from the Scottish Highlands, he likes going all the way up. 92%, bit of a yikes. But it's just strengthening Joykong up for all of these opens that he's getting to just do more devastating damage, Speaking of devastating, not quite hop punks. That was a close call if I ever was.
The definite bottom line, the distinction there is devastating but not deadly in that moment. Wanting to break the shield with the side B, but Mazebeans is ready right there. The shield survives, but DK does not. The liquid hot magma burns through that second stock as we see DK charging the punch that brought such success last set. Needs something big, something giant, you might say, to get past Steve here, but instead it's the up tilt ladder. There we go, wanting to get down tilt there and just ready to go again. No, you got off the ride a little bit early. Let's go again, high into the sky. You will soon be out of here, landing the up tilt and then the up smash. The diamond involvement in that up smash is just the pick on screen, but it gets the diamond buff anyway, despite its very limited inclusion and limited in that moment where DK's option, such a big body, having to contest with such a brutal assault by Steve.
That was a insane showing from Mazebeans, but Joykong, you know, playing smart, playing pretty excellently, I would say. Great recovery near the end, but when you play as scary as you are, Mazebeans playing calm and collected can just quell this fire and seemingly quelling the momentum that Joykong has had from his losers run. Devastating. Oh, but the open pressure of like a nice little 40, no, never mind, 76%. My bad.
Unafraid to take a stand there with that giant punch and an even bigger double axe handle.
Quaking.
It lacked the spike, but it did not lack the lethality that was needed in that moment.
Speaking of lethality,
back airing past the ledge. There's no grab to be had, even though you're the king of the cargo throw. Able to take Mazebeans all the way to the blast zone, but building a literal bridge, but broken by a big strike.
A massive strike, if you will. Now, Joykong is the only one to take stocks in this entire game. Mazebeans has not even had to lift a finger up until now, and lifting a finger to 62% is what he's doing. We're using a lot of resources, Mazebeans. What are you doing? Hopped up on all those Red Bulls I gave him.
DK fancies a quick fix to a problem that has seemingly shrank over the course of this game between this game and the last. Just fancied a downer. Steve dared to come off after me. Fine, I'm gonna stamp you out. Unable to find its mark, but able to contest the minecart. Once a ding dong, no one's home. Instead, settling for the spike hitbox of Forder, drifting in and out and out and in. And there we go, boom, with the forehead, but the clap was not bound. Instead, it's the up smash.
White for Joykong, but the not quite a clap, but more of a dink for Mazebeans, and that's the kill. That's it, getting the cargo throw.
Get out of here.
Just get out
of town.
Get out of town.
Beautiful sunny shore resorts were not where Mazebeans found himself in that instance. It was, in fact, the blast zone, but there we go. Still sent all the way off and out by a car. Go through the King of Kong country, gets on the board. The Joykong must be feeling certainly very joyous after being able to get a game away from Scotland's finest. Let's see if we can establish a little bit more momentum for the King of Kong country, or if Mazebeans will simply build a wall that is able to lift him all the way to the upper echelons of Cumbria's finest, placing that block and tempting Joykong. Come in, have a gun if you think you're hard enough, but you're certainly not hard enough to survive a spike at 0 on that block. There we go, getting the minecart to get DK in an ideal position. There we go, building all the way into the sky, up tilt city into...
He just wanted a punch. He just wanted to punch. Holy shit. This is a man drunk on pints of Stella and spoons going for those punches. It is ridiculous.
It absolutely is, but there we go, the ridiculous strength of Steve, able to wrestle advantage back into Mazebeans' favour there with a big forward air, and once again building a ladder all the way into the sky. Wants DK to get gone, and certainly he's able to do it with the way that Mazebeans seems to be manhandling DK in this moment, building some contraction and double down smash. You can take the first one all you fancy, but it does not matter when you've got that lava lethally lingering, and there we are, the double forward air. I've seen now like that in all my life. Mazebeans sat there like, I fancy building a doohickey, I want to make a contraption, and I want to get rid of DK.
He built a fucking thingamabob. That was a thingamabob.
It's a real thingamabob, the thingamabob of anything else.
It was a whatchamacallit.
It's a thingamajig, a doohickey, a contraption, something to absolutely unseat Donkey Kong. The last game, that previous game we saw, simply didn't matter. Mazebeans said, okay, my train's due soon. Even though we're right next to the train station, I best get a move on. My tummy's starting to ache, and the boots of Joykong may be starting to quake as we see Steve continue to continue that advantage. Continue there. That's the crack. That's the crack. Just continuing to continue as you do sometimes.
Honestly, the crack is canny back right now, and Mazebeans is keeping up this pressure, keeping up this damage. 103. This donkey, not donkey, this great ape is going back to the zoo where he belonged. Great showing from Joykong, but not quite. His stock is still in it. He's got a fighting chance. Can he hit some terrifying shots?
Oh my goodness,
that was a tragedy.
The Acme arsenal of the builder from the biome certainly came out there for the first time. We saw Anvil make its mark, and there we go, getting the down tilt, the flint and steel, testing the steel of DK, but it was the gold that got the kill.
Absolutely, and we see a bit of a repeat from that last stock. Down, down, down. Mazebeans wants to send Joykong, and Joykong actually wants to go the other way, wanting to just lift Mazebeans up, lift him up, and take away that stock, but lift him up. What a wholesome fella.
Just wants to raise you up so you can stand on mountains, and the person who has stood on mountains in this game is certainly Steve, of course. Absolutely. Able to mine through them as well, and wants to mine through this next stock of DK, getting the conversion there into the up tilt, into a forward, into another net, and just continuing to build the advantage by literally building blocks to stand upon one to reach the highest height. But DK shakes the foundations of this set with that giant punch. Beautifully timed down tilt as well to get rid of the crafting table.
Mazebeans is racing away with this racing away with these leads, but it doesn't fucking matter. Absolutely, this monkey is keeping up with this block, man, and it is an insane showing from Joykong. He's managed to keep leading.
I've never seen anything like that in all my days and all my life. I've never seen an ape be sent away by an Anvil. That is literally something out of a Looney Tunes cartoon. But that's all, folks, for Mazebeans.
5 for the initial set.
Sorry, I'm not being funny. What happened there?
Okay, so
I side B on the Anvil.
Yeah, side B on the Anvil, but because of where Anvil was, he couldn't go forwards. There was something in the way stopping him, and because he was going down, I presume maybe it caught onto DK and just brought him down with it. Said goodbye.
If you notice as well, Steve didn't consume any iron for that Anvil. He actually consumed a stock of rubber because he just bounced DK away as he followed the Anvil, looking like one of those. It's like in a Wile E. Coyote cartoon, isn't it, where he just paints the thing. All Ruder's not going to be able to run through. He runs through and he splats off the wall. And that's exactly what DK felt, quite literally splatting off the fake Anvil with the side B, but ultimately still securing the final stock and putting us at a game 5 situation. A reset could be on the horizon. It's a new dawn potentially for Kong Country. Can we see the Cretinous Crafter shut out DK now, or will we see DK continue the dominance?
Hey, we've seen these showings from Mazebeans constantly in the start of these games, but we saw what fucking Joykong just did. We saw what happened. We know how easily this terrifying gorilla can just take 100% and take stocks and just lift away Mazebeans stocks as if they are nothing, as if they are featherweight hop punch. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, and there we go. The lightness of Steve coming out in those giant punches we've seen, but the light at the end of the tunnel is still that little bit further away. Joykong, if able to get rid of Mazebeans 2 more times, then has to do this all again, whereas Mazebeans just have to take 2 more stocks to not just take out Joykong, but take the entirety of this tournament. There we go! Once again, side B no up smash.
Very clean from Joykong. That was the first thing to take the first off the last game as well. So hopefully we can see a bit of deja vu. Not quite like that.
DK comes back on the Angel platform. Speaking of deja vu, he's just been in this place before, and in this position is exactly where Joykong found himself at the end of Winners Finals. 1 stock away from losing not just the set, but the entire tournament here as Mazebeans continues to mine and craft his way to victory. The forward air comes out from DK. These big hits have been absolutely ginormous. Wanted to break the shield. You could feel it. You could feel it. Steve, though, taking the brunt of that explosive force. DK is angry. He's got a giant punch in his pocket and a dream. Joykong's got a few hits to land, a couple of interactions, but Steve just got to get 1 big hit.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. You know he's wanting to push Mazebeans down into the corner. But not quite catching it. Pulling it too early. Joykong throwing that giant punch and Mazebeans catching onto that. Taking away the stock, taking away the stock, and taking away the tournament hop on.